Should you try holiday dining?
Prince and Bear today we're at Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge, specifically at Kidani Village. It's time to go back to
Sanaa.
Yes.
On Easter.
Yes, on a holiday. Odd for us, but we're trying it out because it's your number one choice in food infotainment, and we investigate these things, so you don't have to. Because remember, she's vegan. I'm not. I'm gonna go graze the savannah.
Time to foodie and chill. Outside of the bread service, this is by far my favorite thing on the Sanaa menu. I dream about these samosa, and I love them when they're at Epcot or a version of them. I'm just gonna cut it though, because I have to share it with Bear. It does usually come presented differently, but we alter it so Bear can have it. There's the innards for you. Usually it's got like a mango chutney spread on the bottom. Every time we ask for the allergy version of it though, we always get it served in different ways. So I think that's interesting, but cheers to very good samosa. It is everything that I dream about and then some. It is so tasty, it is so flavorful, everything is blended together perfectly. There is a heat to it. It's like a sustained 4 or 5 out of 10 on the heat scale, just really nice slow burn. I love this samosa, I love the tamarind sauce, I love the slaw, I love the whole thing. It is a 5 out of 5, it is a Princessities item. I get Sanaa to go, and we'll order these samosas sometimes because it's just that good.
The king of samosa as crowned by us. If we had the wherewithal and the gall, we might even get a banner that says the world's best theme park restaurant. Put it right outside Sanaa. Because we love this place that much. And these samosas are one of our favorites. It's nice tamarind dipping sauce. Excited. And anytime we crave a samosa or see a samosa on a menu near Disney World, not Disney World, Universal, Epic Universe, this is the bar we compare it to. 4.75 out of 5 bars. With that nice spice and that lip, that sort of like innard aftertaste. I love it. Here we have this beautiful looking plated tomato soup with paneer cheese in here. If you're wondering, paneer is sheep cheese. It's one of my favorite cheeses. And honestly, the perfect cheese for a nice African Indian inspired tomato soup. I only wish, as always, they gave me more of the cheese with the soup. They give you 3 blocks. I want probably more cheese than soup. That's just me. I understand, obviously, rationing the cheese. I always think the added touch, other than the seasonings and the swirl, like that fenugreek sauce you have on here, is the fact that they roast the cheese before they put it in the soup. They could easily have just cubed it and tossed it in there. They actually give it a nice like colored roast on each side. So you get like that roast flavor. It gives another layer of like a smokiness to the soup. So it's not just tomato and fenugreek. It's a nice hearty soup. And this is one soup, I don't care what the temperature is outside, I want it in my mouth all the time. 4.5 out of 5 bars.
This is the newest iteration of the salad on the Sanaa menu. The last time that we came here, the salad was slightly different, but it did have the same dressing. The biggest difference between the last salad and this one is the compressed watermelon, which I feel bad for Bear because he's not going to want this. Now, I do appreciate the fact that there's quinoa in here and avocado. I swear I know words today. I'm forgetting all of them. Cheers. That is a really tasty salad. I love the brightness of the watermelon. The way that they've marinated it, seasoned it, and compressed it is incredible. Avocado is fresh. The greens are fresh. The quinoa adds a nice texture to it. It doesn't detract, and it's not too earthy. And then the vinaigrette brings everything together. I have no notes about this. I think I got some pumpkin seeds, so toasted pumpkin seeds in here too. I love the way that this is flavored and seasoned. It's a nice balance of citrus and savory. It really tosses my salad. I did bring pocket ham. I don't know if I'm going to need it. I give it a 4 out of 5 salads.
I am consistently trying things I do not love for the sake of community. We don't just do this because we like food. We do this because we like to share food with people, which means trying things that are outside of our comfort zone, because that's how you share with the community. So, I'm going to eat the icky compressed watermelon, because the only thing more disgusting to me than watermelon is one that has been, well, concentrated and then served to me. But Sanaa has rarely ever steered me wrong, and they used to have a straight watermelon salad here that was just watermelon itself, and I loved that. So how bad could it be? Okay, I'm on board with that. What the watermelon does to those like salty and savory flavors gives it like the nice like light watery sweet, and not like an overly sweet you would like a raisin or like a strawberry in a salad. And given that they season it, it works perfectly. And that's coming from somebody that hates watermelon. I would devour this entire salad. Even with the quinoa, there's just enough quinoa to add crunch and not enough to overpower the salad where it's just like quinoa with salad. I quite like that. 4.25 out of 5 plus. So we were summoned back to Sanaa mainly because when we were looking through reservations, we saw that they were having an Easter-only menu. We've done several holiday videos before. We've done some at Jiku. We've done holiday menus at Toledo. And sometimes it's just like an added item. Sometimes it's like a whole menu, and that's all you can get for the day. We thought coming here that it would be all that you get for the day, which is the one specialized menu. But it seems what they did is they removed 3 things they normally have, which is the curry, the burger, and the chicken they normally have on the menu, and replaced those with just the braised lamb. And this is their holiday plate. This beautiful, huge chunk of braised lamb with parsnip mash. You have a pea puree with some tamarind sauce, some seasonable market veggies on here, and then a nice sambal gravy on top. You can say a lot of things about Sanaa. One thing you will never be able to say is that their plating is ever miss. Everything is beautiful. This is giving me vibes of like spring and renewal, celebrating the harvest. The one thing spring does well, this feels like a spring meal. I'm just gonna go ahead and cut right into this. I don't even need the knife. I don't know why I bothered to pick it up. Looks absolutely wonderful. You know, Sanaa, if you wanted to make your menu more appealing to the Neanderthals like me, you could just say meat candy and just skip all the fancy words, because that's what it just dissolves right in your mouth. The nice savory flavors, you can tell it was like slow cooked. The liquid braised in there makes the meat super tender. It literally just falls apart. I would give the meat on its own a 4.25 out of 5 claws. Now, let's go ahead and try to get some of it with some of these sauces here on the back end. The pea puree with the tamarind. I feel like me and this lamb, pre-cooked, when skipping through Sanaa's personal garden. The flowers, the flavors, feels very spring. Feels very renewed. I can see why this is like their specialty Easter plate. I would give that a 4.5 out of 5 claws. It only serves to further elevate the dish. Then we have the parsnip puree, and we've tried parsnips at the house as far as like a mashed potato replacement, like something a little bit lighter. These are nice and thick. But you can believe it, it just tastes like a more earthy potato. A bit sharper, a lot less, I would say, like smooth. It's in flavor profile, but it works. I would give those a 3.75 out of 5 claws. This Easter plate, this braised lamb, it's hitting 4.5 out of 5 claws total. I love this. I'm feeling a holiday. I'm not normally an Easter person.
Kanonkop Pinotage Rosé. I don't think I've gotten this one before, but I do enjoy a good Kanonkop. They're all vegan. It has that like complexity that you get with a Pinotage, but then that lightness that you get with a Rosé, and it's very tart. It's very strong, very aromatic. I like it though. You got to be a wine drinker to enjoy this one. I would give it a 4 out of 5 rosés.
At this point, if you put Pinotage in basically anything, the princess is at least going to order it once, maybe twice, and then I'm going to order it the third time. We love African wine, and Pinotage has become a quick favorite for us 1,000% because of this restaurant. And then secondary, Jiku. Very tart, but clean finish. Got a little bit of the acidity in there, but I think it will go nice with the lunch/dinner. It feels very Easter to me, very harvest, refreshing, renewal of resources, that sort of thing. I'll give it 4 out of 5 claws. Here we have the bee's knees. You have this martini-looking cocktail with honey syrup and some other concoctions in it. I have ordered this drink at this resort 3 times and got it 3 different ways to the point I no longer recognize what it is I have originally ordered. I've gotten it at Boma, I believe I've gotten it at Victoria Falls before, and now here at Sanaa, we get this version of it. Not what I was expecting. Ooh. That would cripple a bee. It is very floral, and then you have that honey aftertaste. It is a very sweet cocktail. If you don't like the taste of your alcohol, you like something sweet treat level, that is a cocktail for you. But it's very sweet, like drinking candy almost. And I'm gonna have this floral flavor like I just drank perfume in my mouth for probably the rest of the meal. I'll give it 3.5 out of 5 claws.
It's been a minute since we have had this Ankole cake. Last time we had it, it had just come out on the menu. Now we're back having it again as our Easter holiday option. Cheers to all of you who celebrate Easter, and if you don't, that is okay too. We appreciate you celebrating the spring, togetherness, warmth, and love. I feel like the moistness and the seasoning of this cake is very similar to the hummingbird cake that they just introduced to Tusker House. The only difference is there's no like nuts in this cake to give it like an extra like texture that you get at the hummingbird cake at Tusker House. And that's okay. I absolutely love a good spiced cake, and this is great. Let them eat Ankole cake. 5 out of 5. It is the Princess City's item.
So the Ankole cake, the same Ankole cattle that you can see on Kilimanjaro safaris in Animal Kingdom, though I do take issue with the fact that the horns aren't hollow, because these horns are how the Ankole would keep cool. Here, it's just a crown on top of a cake. I'm not hating, though. I'm just being facetious. Facetious? Filled with malice? I don't know. I'm being playfully mischievous. How about that? Take some of that.
Glorious purpose?
Get some of the glorious purpose. Because they do look like Loki horns. Yes, we've had it before. And now, memories of eating it with the fruit come rushing back. I don't love it with the fruit. The acidity and the spiced cake just don't mesh well to me. I'm gonna give it one more bite to be fair. Be fair to the cake. That, I'm on board. It is a nice, moist, spiced cake. I think I like it better than the one in Tusker House because that one's a bit more dense, a bit more dry. This one's a bit more moist with the capital M. You do also have a center in here of a nice, like, there's like a citrus cream in the middle as well. But that's a lot more tolerable than these little evil things here on the side. It's a good cake and one that I recommend you split with friends or family because as it is a very rich helping, but equally delicious. Give it 4 out of 5 points. I feel as full as the Ankole cattle. I won't need to drink or eat for at least 3 months.
I really enjoyed everything that we had here at Sanaa. I kind of wish that the verbiage on the website was a little bit different, because the verbiage on the website said that the regular menu would not be served. It didn't say anything about them reducing the regular menu and only putting one entree.
Yeah.
But like Bear said, that's what happens sometimes when they do specialty things, and that is a very true statement, so I can't complain about that. I just thought Sanaa would have some vegan options, despite the fact that it was still extremely tasty.
Yes. We haven't, even though we have been patrons and advocates for everybody coming to Sanaa and experiencing this restaurant, we haven't been back in a while because the menu has not changed as much as it used to in the
7
past.
months.
We used to come every 3.
Yeah.
Because the menu would change that frequently. We haven't really had a major update to this menu since they added the Ankole desserts. I think it's time for a refresh of both the journeys and the entrees.
Yes.
But I don't know what you guys think. Do you guys consider Sanaa a place that you look for reservation when you're planning your Disney trip? Or not? Or there's someplace else you'd rather us go? By all means, the comments are always going to be a place to find us. Hit the notification bell if you want to see other videos like this. And
We have new videos 5 days a week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
we will see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, well, how is we going to know that you tried the secret sauce at Sanaa, or that you even know about it?
Just giving out all the secrets. But you heard the girl.